What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and there's a lot of ways to level up in Chapter 6 Season 2, but some ways are way better than others, and old ways that might have worked last season, such as LEGO Fortnite Odyssey AFK XP, might not actually be the most effective methods nowadays. So in today's YouTube video, I'm going to tell you the best ways to level up fast in Chapter 6 Season 2. Now, I do want to give a little bit of disclaimer here. When I look at my level in-game, currently I am only level 28, as you can see down there. However, I've talked to other friends who have been grinding out levels way more than me, and if we go over to Rapscallion right here, you'll notice that they are already level 93 in this Fortnite season, despite it only having released like 3 to 4 days ago. And that is a very important thing to mention here, because while you can buy all the rewards in a whole entire Battle Pass season or whatever, you can't actually go about just buying levels anymore, because you're buying the reward tiers instead of buying levels like they used to do. So what is the best ways to level up? Well, firstly, one of the things you should be focusing on right away is doing your weekly quests or Battle Royale, because doing your weeklies and milestones and all that stuff, even if you're doing it in Fortnite OG, help you level up a lot due to each quest giving you 30,000 XP right away, you know, just for completing it. And then even if I can show it, actually I don't think I can show quest in this LEGO Fortnite Brick Life mode or anything like that, but you have milestones, you have all these ranked quests, you have a lot of different quests you're available to do, and it just makes sense that, hey, it's a free few levels just sitting there every single week, might as well actually do those. However, there is a way to continue grinding out levels. So as you guys know, Playtime XP exists for different Fortnite modes, and how it works is every single minute that you're in a specific mode, you earn some Playtime XP, and they usually show you the amount you earned on 10-minute intervals. So even if you don't see it pop up right now, like for example, we've been recording for 2 minutes now, I am still earning 2 minutes worth of XP, and it will show up a few minutes later. The only issue with Playtime XP, however, is it always changes. It feels like every other month or every other season, they go ahead and change the values. And before, the best way of leveling up in Fortnite was to go into LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, set up like a sandbox creative world with health depletion disabled and everything, basically making it so you can't die and have to click a button to revive or whatever, and then trying to do something like rubber banding your controller so that you're able to just keep moving around and keep the game thinking you were active when you really weren't. And before, that was like the king method for XP, however, it has actually been nerfed, and now it's not one of the best methods anymore. So going from the least earning methods all the way to the highest, when it comes to playing normal Fortnite Battle Royale zero build, it doesn't appear like you're actually earning Playtime XP anymore at all, which is a little bit disappointing, but it could just be they accidentally removed that while adding some other stuff here and there and just kind of forgot to re-add it to the files or something. But if you're playing Battle Royale, your main forces of XP is going to be opening chests, getting accolades, doing your quests and all that type of stuff, and not so much going around and actually getting XP just for playing the game. Next up, we have Fortnite OG, which actually earns you the least amount of Playtime XP for a Playtime XP enabled mode, being 1,600 XP per minute. Now, if we actually compare this to other stuff like the next best earner, which is Reload, you're actually earning like almost a whole entire 1,000 XP less per minute just because of how Fortnite OG is set up. Now, of course, you still have accolades and stuff you can earn for opening chests, doing the Fortnite OG milestones, all that stuff, but it isn't really that great. Now, the next up, as we mentioned, was Reload, where you earn 2,450 XP per minute, which is up there in the 2.5k area. You know, it's pretty nice. However, it's not the entirely best mode to actually go into for XP, because next up we have Ballistic, where you earn 2,550 per minute, which is 100 more than Reload. And then after that, we have LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, where you earn 2,650 XP per minute, which is 100 more than Ballistic, meaning that if you're someone who likes LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, you're honestly earning a pretty decent chunk of XP per minute. You know, you're earning more than those who are playing Reload, Battle Royale, OG, Ballistic, all those modes out there, but it still isn't the absolute best anymore, because if you're someone who is playing LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, which is what you've seen me just kind of drifting around in the background footage, or if you're someone playing the Fortnite Festival Jam stage, or if you're playing a UEFN/creative mode experience, whoa, okay, but if you're playing any of those modes, you're actually earning 3,000 XP per minute, and all those XP gains cap at 4 million XP per week, meaning that if you want to go ahead and grind out, you know, LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, you know, AFK it somehow or whatever else, and you actually manage to grind that out enough, you'll earn 50 levels a week just for being in this mode right here, which is really, really good. However, something else you got to keep in mind is that the XP gains are kind of split up in a very odd increment. So for example, if you're someone who plays creative mode, while yes, it does give you 3,000 4,000 Playtime XP per minute, it appears that that tracker is actually separate from the 4 million XP weekly cap that exists for LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, Odyssey, Reload, and all that stuff, meaning that technically, if you want to get the most stable experience gain first, you could go into Brick Life, you know, get your 4 million XP or 50 levels from this one, and then get another 50 levels per week from playing creative or UEFN experiences. The only disclaimer I would give you about that, however, is the fact that creative mode appears to be a little glitchy with XP this season. There was a map I was playing earlier that got calibrated mid-play session, and like an hour and a half into me playing it, you know, I started getting XP pop-ups during the game and everything else. They never granted me the XP I was missing, which kind of sucks, but at the end of the match, I was supposed to be like level 36, level 37, and then when I went back to the lobby, as you guys can see down there, I was only level 28. So there is a little bit of glitchiness when it comes to the UEFN creative XP gain. You might have some better experiences with it than I did, and you might have some worse experiences with it than I did, but it is something to keep in mind. So if you want the best ways of leveling up this season, and you already have got all your quests done, you have nothing else to really do that is left in the game for you, the best things I would recommend you doing is going into LEGO Fortnite Brick Life or the Fortnite Festival Jam stage and doing some type of action that makes the game think you're currently actively playing it, even if you're trying to go AFK or something, whether that's, you know, setting up like a rubber band on your controller so that, you know, you're constantly moving around, looking around, or something else. Just have the game think you're actively playing and AFK it, right? And then once you've gained around 50 levels through overnight AFKing, which if I did the math correctly, it could take around 22-ish hours of non-stop AFKing in a single week in order to actually reach that 4 million XP cap, you'll be able to basically complete the pass within 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how min-maxing you are with creative XP, with LEGO Fortnite XP, with all this other XP in the game entirely. Now, something else I do want to also mention here is that if you're someone who plays Save the World, keep in mind that Save the World's XP gain is 4 million per week as well, but it's on a different timer entirely from everything else. So you can play Save the World and you can get 4 million XP in that week throughout grinding that mode as well, meaning that if you absolutely min-max everything, you know, you get your weekly XP from Save the World, you get your weekly XP from creative mode, and you get your weekly XP from a mode like the Jam Stage or LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, you can end up with 150 additional levels in a single week, which is just absolutely insane to actually see. But yeah, I wanted to make this video to kind of give you guys tips on how to level up. You know, obviously I'm not going to be like, go to this creative map and exploit this or whatever, because creative can honestly be pretty glitchy with creative XP values, and let's be honest here, when it comes to creative XP, everyone gets different amounts. Someone could get 1,000 XP for something that only gives someone else like 256, so I wouldn't really recommend any specific creative maps or anything like that. I don't really know any myself, because of the fact that it's just not reliable long term, and everyone's going to have a different experience with those. So until next time, I hope champs and champions enjoyed this video. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with even more content. So until then, peace out.